Morning. Good morning, Title. How are you this morning? Oh, I'm excited. I'm trying something new today. Everybody's gonna have to tell me how it works. I'm concerned about the microphone. Hmm. Maybe if I have it there, is my audio still okay? Looks like it could still be okay. So what, right? So what? Good morning, Nate. I figured I might as well just go live instead of just like trying to fake it through Discord or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And oh, look, I have good timing. Cool. So, new project idea that I had this week was the room that I put my computer stuff in is oh, that sounds loud. Is that loud? I feel like that's loud. See, this is why I need a test stream. Uh just because it's loud for me doesn't mean it's super loud for you. I don't know. Um the room that I put my computer in is or was my sewing room, and I haven't sewed since early on in uh, coronavirus stuff. So I should join Discord. Okay, for live feedback from Nathan. Where are you at? Oh god. There.
Hey,
Hello.
what's going on?
Not much. Oh no. Yeah, that balance doesn't sound right at all.
Well, you see, no, it doesn't sound right to you.
Is it fine for you?
Yes.
Okay, but I can't hear you.
Oblivion. Well, turn me up then.
I mean, you're at 152%.
Hold on.
Okay, how about 175%?
It goes up to 200.
It does. Okay, cool. But I want
Can
to.
you hear me properly now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Also, some of it may be I'm trying to use my wireless mic or headphones because
Okay.
I'm gonna be moving around, and they're not great. So
You don't need to worry too much about Discord, right? This is just for now.
true.
But as long as you can hear me and I'm not too loud, I can hear myself.
Title says he can
Loud enough,
barely
but
hear you
you're
too, so let me turn you up even more.
honestly, don't, because only take one side of feedback. If you're going by Tidal's one, that's cool, and I won't bother you about the audio. But if you go between two, you're going to get two different responses because we've got different levels of sound, right?
Oh, fair. Yeah, but like, it should still be.
Yeah,
If I
what
have
level
anybody else
balance
on the
do you-
stream, you need to be louder than any music that I may be playing. Or we just
Right,
don't play music. Either way.
the music's really quiet.
Is it? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I will sort that later, I guess. Um, because that's not really.
So where are you going to be working? Because that's where you need to get your mic set correct for, right?
Yes. But, so the sewing machine is here. And I don't want the microphone too close to the sewing machine because
No.
I don't want it to pick up all the sounds of the sewing machine, um, which are. Does that like shake everything and make the mic do horrible things?
No, you're good.
Okay, well that's
But
exciting.
don't try and get things right all at once. Sorry, don't try and get things right all at once because you're just going to give yourself a headache. Where are you going to be working? How are you going to be sitting? Sorry, when you're working.
If I'm when I'm sewing, it's gonna be
Yes.
here. Or like when I'm actually using the machine, it's here.
Right. Okay. So now talk.
Okay. So I'm talking in house. Is it picking me up okay?
Hold on. Yeah, it could be. It could be that I've got you maxed out on Twitch. Let me turn my headphones up 1 sec. Right. Keep talking. We're good.
Okay. So if I'm talking here and sewing and um, but I've got my back completely to the microphone. Is it any? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Cool. I lose you, Nate. Or are you watching the feedback? Tinny but audible. Yay,
There you
cheap
go.
microphones.
Have you got me?
Yeah, I've got you.
Okay. No, it's fine for the minute.
Okay, cool.
Right. So when you said did the stuff shake? You did have some shaking. What was you making? What was you doing to make the sewing machine shake?
Running it, pushing the pedal, but
I'll do it again. Hmm. Yeah, the whole desk just vibrates, but it's not shaking anything off the side, like moving the scissors off the side. It's gonna shake. There's nothing you can do about that. And you'll have your hands on the machine as well, right? Which will stabilize it
it
more.
was a little bit, but not a whole lot. Uh, Let me make sure
It
that
does shake quite a lot. Can you not make it so that what's the camera attached to that's looking at the work surface?
the camera is on a tripod and not
And what
sitting on the table, but I think it's the
what
table that's shaking. It's not the tripod. It's not the camera. So I just moved the camera a little bit further away from the table so it's absolutely not touching the table at all.
Okay. Right now run the machine.
I am.
Oh, you are now.
Yep.
All right, we're good.
Cool.
What was the camera? Was the camera just touching the table
It
before then?
must have been, like,
Yeah.
just barely.
Yeah. All right, that's perfect. Don't mess with it.
Cool.
What's spinning underneath the table? Is that just like
It's the
the
reflection of my
vortex?
fan
All right.
because yeah, yeah.
Mm. I thought it was on purpose. I thought there was something under the table that was putting the effect.
Oh
So
no, because then
run with it.
if I have whatever I may be cutting out or piecing together on this space,
Hmm.
what I
Right.
don't have capability um to record or whatever is the iron, but I think that's okay. I can not be in frame for 2 minutes
That's
while I
okay.
press a seam.
Yeah, and you can still talk.
Right.
Can you
I
you
mean,
move your camera
yes. Where would you move it to?
down and to the right?
I can't move it. Well, I can. I can tilt
The
it
angle. I mean, yeah.
down
Tilt it down so that you're in frame. There, that's cool. And then move it to the right,
to my
as I'm
right.
seeing. I don't know because I don't know which way your
I
right is anymore.
My right hand is up.
To the left, then.
To the left. That
Might have been a bit far, but no, that's cool. Now
I
you're
say, and then
centered.
when I'm
Because
at the
you were down in the
machine.
corner before. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. And then I can still, if I need to do whatever over here, if I need to, I can still do over here. And it's light. Ooh, and also, I don't know. That doesn't make any difference. Okay. Well, it makes some difference. It makes glare difference.
Do your whatever you're doing as far right as you're going to be. Put yourself in that position.
Okay. Like if I'm
Put your right hand up. Yeah, put yourself as far right as you're going to be.
to my right.
Yeah, towards your right hand. Yeah.
I cannot see myself being any. There's nothing more to do. It's just my computer stuff. Like keyboard is here.
Then that's cool.
Okay.
That's fine then.
Let me put a sticky where my camera is because I will absolutely be probably moving that when I'm gaming because that's may just need to move slightly.
That's got the commitment there on absolutely probably.
Yep. I am nothing if not committed to something maybe. Oh, that's not gonna work. Be right back.
Is that as loud as your like when you know when you ran it before? Is that as loud as the machine gets, or does it get louder when there's material in there?
Um, I don't think so. The only thing that I can foresee it getting louder for is um if there's a problem. So like if the if
Explodes.
the yes, that will make a lot of noise. Um, or um if the thread gets all bound up, or if I hit a pin, that'll be fun.
All right,
Bonk.
run it again. Then I just want to see if I can hear it just when it's running normally. Wow. All right. It doesn't make any noise.
It's also a Bernina, and that's what they do. They're so nice. This is like I have no business having this machine. I It was very generous of the person who gave it to Amber and I. Like it's it's a computer.
Hmm.
So yeah, it is. I have another sewing machine that's mechanical, and it would absolutely be making more noise. I'm sure of it. So,
I mean, you could filter that out, but they don't need to do anything to this one. What's that
cool.
yellow thing on the desk?
What yellow thing? It's
On the
very nice.
desk.
It is very nice. I have many yellow things. This yellow thing, or this yellow thing, or
There you go. The one in your left hand
this one.
looks
It's,
like a pizza cutter.
oh no, yeah. It's kind of a pizza cutter. It's a fabric cutter. It's a razor kind of. It's a called a rotary cutter, and it's very sharp, and it cuts. You have to use a mat for it, and it would just it cuts through several layers of fabric very cleanly. Makes a really nice sharp.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
quilters like
Wow.
them, and I need it for well, what I'm my project number one is pillows, which is not super exciting, but
It's only
um,
as exciting as you make it. Now, what's your light source on the main camera?
that would be the ceiling light that you see. The
Okay,
um,
it's really bright.
yes, this room is really dark. Like I could make it go away.
No, not away because it will screw your lighting for you, won't it? But
Yeah, yeah. Like unless I got more, I don't know,
oh
LEDs
no,
or
you can't.
whatever.
Yeah, you can't do that. But I was just wondering if it was dimmable or anything because it's just bright.
Oh,
But it doesn't matter. It's cool.
yeah. If I was out in the living room, yes, dimmable. But I have no place to put everything out in the living room anymore.
The camera's just a tiny bit overexposed, but it's no big deal. Again,
I wonder if I can.
I
Wait.
wouldn't because if
Okay.
it's is it Logitech, I wouldn't fuck with it if it's working.
How did you know it was Logitech? I'd be sharp enough to cut through a meat lover's pizza. Uh huh. But like, it's very small. Like it's only tiny. So It cut through a pizza crust.
All
Uh,
right. What else you got to check out?
I guess that was
I thought
kind
this
of
was going to
it.
take a lot longer.
I know. I mean, and some of it was, yeah, how's getting up and moving? Am I able to get up and move? And I can. Obviously, I've been doing that. Cool. Okay. This is feasible.
Nice. So, how are you gonna how are you gonna not advertise? How are you gonna push it? Are you going to like project one going on for because there's people like me that just don't know shit. So is it going to take 10 sessions, or is it going are you going to do one thing a session? What's your have you got a game plan kind of thing?
I figure I'm really bad at guessing. Yes, small but mighty. Yes. Um, I'm really bad at estimating how long any project is going to take. So what I think I'm going to do, since it's not, I don't have stop goals, deadlines, deadlines on any of this. It's gonna be, I think if I can make just a goal of a 3 hour stream, so like 9 to noon, and whatever I get done in that 9 to noon, cool. And then I pick it up the next week, 9 to noon, until it's
All right.
done. Um, and the goal, so obviously, this is a project that Josh asked me to do 5 years ago, and I'm a good sister, and
Well, you've got your timelines are tight, aren't they?
yeah. So, um, all right, we'll do the pillows, and then we'll finish the Daenerys costume because that's in pieces on my couch, and that will clean up that. After that, it's just going to, well, I kind of thought maybe I can do like a poll, um, where, once, because by the time it's probably going to take a couple sessions to do this project, and I have no idea how many sessions it'll take to do Daenerys costume. It's all cut out, it just needs put together. Just needs put together. Um, so that could be, a couple months. By then, maybe I'll have a bunch of people following. Uh, yes, Daenerys. Um, because I was blonde for a long time. Nice. Well, I technically still am, but I was platinum blonde for a long time. Um,
You could do a straw poll for that rather than the Twitch ones because the Twitch ones are normally for minutes, right? Whereas a straw poll will be
right.
it's
Well,
just
because I was
up
thinking,
you close it.
is it something I can put like down on the in not the about, but like where all those tiles are at the bottom,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I
and
mean you could do a link to it. I'm sure we can work it out.
okay, because that way it can be, yeah, anytime. Um, yeah.
Or you could make a Discord poll as well. That'll last as long as it's. But just see how it goes, right? Because it's not yet. So
Right, right. And then I can put up like 3 projects that I have the stuff for, and then be like, okay, what's my next one? And then,
mm,
uh, yeah. And I thought, so I've got one of the bins that I have. You can't see any of the bins. I have bins, bins, and bins. Um, one of the bins I have is full of patterns. So maybe a like really high points buy, like you have buy a truck. I could, you can buy the pattern, and that'll be a pat, goes
that
into
would be
maybe
cool.
my next project, or, into my next bit of list.
Mm. All right. And when are you doing this tomorrow? Oh no, next 2 weeks, aren't you?
2 weeks. I mean, I could get started right now since I'm already like on. I could start cutting things out, and that sounds like a
Might
good
as
plan.
well.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
what else am I
well,
doing with my morning?
exactly.
Oh, although I will probably have to stop at some point because in the wall right above right next to the. They're going to be doing construction upstairs. They're cutting a hole in the wall. So when that starts, I will stop. Because while my machine is nice and quiet, I don't think their saws are going to be very quiet, and I don't think anything I can do short of muting is going to
You should wait
stop
until
that sound.
and see whether we can hear it first.
Fair, fair. I mean, again, they're going to be chopping a hole, well, chopping, sawzalling probably, a hole through.
I had someone cutting down trees in front of my window the other day, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, here we go. No one could hear it.
I mean, but also if it annoys me, like, even if you guys can't hear it, if it annoys me and I need to go to a different room,
Oh yeah.
then I'm
That's too
definitely
much.
done.
Mhm.
The landlady's mom texted me at almost 7 o'clock this morning. And fortunately, I'd already been up and I was moving around. And she's like, "Sorry for the late notice. We're coming to put the hole in the wall." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I heard them moving around earlier, so I think they're here. I just don't know
Well,
when exactly.
this all looks good. I think you
Yeah,
should just run with it,
cool.
and if there's anything else, then I'll let you know. I'm going to jump out of Discord though, so you're not listening to my nonsense.
Okay. How was your chicken? Or what did you make? What did you make? Not
Chicken.
chicken? You did make chicken.
I totally made chicken. I'm eating it right now.
Oh,
Some-
yum.
And the same fries that I made yesterday,
Yes.
but I got bigger potatoes this time.
Did you cut the potatoes into fries?
Yeah, by
Nice.
hand.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's dedication.
Right, but I just used the potatoes I had yesterday, but this time I went out and got specifically sized ones.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And how did you hmm, like season them?
I did. I boiled them a little bit first, so they were soft in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Then I dipped them in egg. Then I put them in the stuff that I'd been coating the chicken with, and then blasted them with million-degree corn oil. And bam, 10 minutes later, Bob's your uncle.
That would do it. That sounds really good. And how did you do the chicken?
Similar fashion, double dipped on the on the on the mix, on the seasoning, secret recipe,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and then blasted them with corn oil for 20 minutes.
The corn oil. That's the secret. Well, and the secret recipe.
Well, the secret recipe is a secret.
Ooh. Because we were talking pizza cutters. I also have a tiny pizza cutter. It's a little bitty. Like, normal one. There's a little bitty one. It's cute.
Oh.
For what it's worth.
Bear in mind when you do move away from your mic, the quality goes lower and lower. So
Oh,
it's
fair.
not It's not awful.
Sure. It just gets tinnier. And I probably need to project. Or project more.
Please do.
I will try. I will try.
Start talking to yourself and sounding like that 40 a day lady when you're all mumbling and shit. No one wants that. You've got such a lovely, clear voice in the first place. But you're not allowed to go Pyman.
Oh, that could also be a buy.
That's a redeem.
That's a that's a cheers emote or cheer like a bits buy.
That's hard cash.
Or a subscribe.
Yeah. Pay by the letter. Yeah.
Cool. I have lost pen. Oh, there it is.
And make sure there's another mod in here because this one won't be staying.
Turns in his keys. I'm out.
Fuck this.
So
Are you going to
it won't
explain
be
all the
your
stuff you're
mix.
using as well for the noobs amongst us?
Sure. I sure can.
But once you get started,
Once I get started.
just-
Well, I
I'm
am
just-
started.
That's a pretty. Well, I've got to get out of the Discord.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you want to see my intermission screen while I've got that?
Yes,
Because I've got my
I saw that. Is this off Stream Elements? Okay. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, Jack, they're very nice. Intermission and everything. How posh. What mutes you? Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, the intermission screen does. Just whack the mic in that you're using in that scene. Probably audio input capture you want. It's a microphone. I won't have you questioning my sanity either, Joe. Thank you.
That's source. There. How's that? Oh, hey, look, it's lighting up. Hi, Joe. Thank you for telling me. Is that better? Well, now I'll be talking to myself and Nate's gonna be quiet. Uh.
Not questioning it. Already know. Thank you, Joe. You're the best.
Okay, so yes. And then I also have a.
Everybody leaves.
No, come back. Okay. So yeah, that was. I'll get around to doing the Twitch page at some point. I don't know. One thing at a time. This is my stream. I'm allowed to talk to myself. Yes. And I'd do it even if I wasn't allowed.
What a one. A strong, independent woman.
Right? In my own house. You can't make me not. Okay. So I have 4 pillows that are 18 by 18. So I need to cut out squares that are.
Anyway, Kate.
You're leaving me? Okay.
I am leaving you. Of course I'm leaving
Okay.
you.
Well, enjoy your dinner.
I'm already almost through it.
That's
I'm going to be here, though. I'm going to be here watching the stream
Watching the stream?
laughing behind my hand.
Okay. Well, and I will try to watch the chat. Now the problem being that I can't watch the chat when I'm actually like finagling things. So I'm sorry. But I will answer as quickly as I can. Is that reasonable?
I think it sounds reasonable.
Although what I can do,
As long as you don't forget the chat's there, every
well,
people can't expect you to stop sewing just for so you can see the chat.
chat, right? It's like the one thing for sure I will never be chatting, or I will never be reading the chat while I'm like actually actively running the sewing machine. I have no interest or desire to put a needle through my finger. That is that is not
TOS.
a redeem.
I was no, damn it! I was looking for that. Put the needle through your hand. Put the needle through your damn hand.
Oof. Put that over there. There we go. Now the chat's a little bit closer to in my face. in my face.
No cursing. Why is no cursing 1500?
Cause that shit's hard to remember.
And how long's that gonna last for?
I didn't put a timer, did I? Oh, well, like, I don't know. Until the next time I swear, I guess. I don't know. I'll think about it.
An hour.
Hydrate. I mean, I feel like 10 minutes or 20 minutes is probably sufficient. Maybe. I don't know. No idea how to do anything on Twitch. Like a boomer. We'll learn. We'll learn. Maybe. Is that a log?
Blatant taking drags off of your crack pipe on stream.
It's not a crack pipe, it's water. And yes, it was made from a log, and it's like a stick for a handle, and this twig, they hollowed out and made a straw. It's wonderful. I love it.
Biggest crack pipe I have ever seen.
Can't get high on stream. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
It's not about legal, it's against the TOS.
That too. Looks like a tobacco pipe. I mean, again, I suppose you could use it that way. I do not. I will not. You can't use it like that. You don't come over here and take my water jug thing. No. All right.
It's the pause before you call it its proper name is that what gives it away. You know, it's like don't go over and take my crap.
No, it was the fact that I also was just thinking about the fact that I found my hookah when I was cleaning up my living room and God, words.
Oh well, that's
closet.
all right then.
Well, no, I almost called it hookah. Like, it's also not a hookah. I like that you said that one side is a handle, but you don't use it. I mean, not when I'm just picking it up. When I'm carrying it around, yeah, I'll, like that. I'm not going to hold it by the stick. Like, I just don't trust that won't break. And the guy who makes these, I'm pretty sure he doesn't make them anymore. I haven't seen him for years, and his Facebook's been. He may have died. Like, he was old when I bought it, so.
He just looked old. He was probably 29. He's just done so much work.
Sure, yeah, that's probably. Again, it was at a Renaissance festival, so, like, it's not a handle if you don't trust it to hold. Again, like, it's. If I wanted an actual, like, handle, he would have put, like, he'd bend a piece of iron around your hand so it fits your hand. It was pretty cool, but he only made a few of these with the sticks, so I, had to get one with the sticks and the straw. He only made 2 with straws, so that's pretty cool. It's unique. It's very unique. All right, I get sewing now.
Okay, right. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your help, Nate.
Okay, see you.
Bye. All right. So, I need to make squares. And they need to be... easy math would be 20 by 20. But then they're going to be huge. So, 19 by 19 is barely going to be enough. We'll do 19 and a half. Which makes... center be 9 3/4. It's 21. Gonna cut up the sides because that's gonna make life much easier. Of course, I went and drank coffee, and now I'm gonna be all jittery. pizza cut. We're just gonna use that term. That's just gonna be a thing now. Be cutting that off anyways. Didn't say I would be standing. You tilt the camera up about 2 or 3 degrees. Uh, Small camera or big camera? Probably small camera. I'd only be standing when I'm cutting because I need leverage. Is that better? Oh, now it seems like it's fall out of the screen. Oh. Probably want it over a little bit, right? This way. Marking it at 19.5 inches across the bottom. And I'll then cut that off. The main camera, the work one, is fine. Okay. Hopefully it's a little better now. If I do get back into this, if this sticks, we'll see. I know me. I know that I do not tend to stick with things well at all. If this sticks, bigger one of these mats. It's also going to be kind of a fun experiment. I worked for 7 years for a fabric store, and we had a lot of people come in making t-shirt quilts, t-shirt pillows. So I know a lot of the theory about how to do that. But I've never actually done it myself. So that's gonna be a fun skill to see how much I retain of that and see how good all of my instructions that I gave people. Okay, so 19 and a half divided by 2 would be 9 3/4. I think. Hmm. I can already see I'm off kilter. This is t-shirt material. It stretches. If you're going to be standing a lot like this, then a Bluetooth smaller mic would be a no. IML or mic would be ideal. They don't need to be pricey. I did think about that one that I can like maybe attach to myself. Um, Goals. If this takes off and I make money from it, then yeah, I would be happy to buy a new microphone that would be better. Um, Again, alternately, I could maybe consider moving the camera to be or the microphone over here, but that puts it closer to the machine, and I'm happy then if you guys aren't hearing the machine sound. Now I have a center line. Huzzah. Quarters. this way too. Huh. How's that? I got picked up at all. Hey, cool. In theory, I have made a square, more or less. Yay! I am going to put on some music, and we're. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, so square number one is done. Now we're gonna do a back piece for it. We're gonna do that in red, because why not? Be easier because it's woven instead of a knit, so it shouldn't get all off kilter. It's also already fairly squared. And then 3/4, right? some dull spots. I'm gonna need a new blade on this. Squares that are generally the same size and shape. Alright, cool. So the next thing I need to do is stabilize this one. Find out if I still have that stuff in my inventory. It's the stuff. I still have it. Except that should still be fine. Yeah, it should still be fine. This is only 18 inches wide. That'll be fine. Because most of the stabilizing, or most of that edge is going to end up in a seam allowance. We only need it to be so this, what I'm cutting now is a very sheer material that has a little bit of glue dots on it. And what I'll end up doing is ironing it to the back of the t-shirt material. And that's going to help it not stretch out beyond the shape that it already currently is. Hopefully it stays mostly square for the remainder of its life. Whatever that may be. Goes on the back side of the shirt. Oh, it's not even... Okay, no, I need to cut a little bit more. 15 inches. Probably find out if I, measured it. Look at that, it's about 15 inches. Because I'm fancy, when I press, I use a sheer bit of silk or nylon or a pressing cloth. Not required, but I'd be a fancy lady like that and like it. So. That's the first piece that's fused on, so now it's all one piece, more or less. And it just helps the, down here, I can still stretch stretch the material. And up here, I can't so much, so that's what this stabilizing stuff does. So I need to make one more piece to put on down there. 15 inch by 3 inch. No, not 15 inch, and 18 inch by 3 inch. Now I can use the tools in a more fun way. So I've got a grid on the mat, and hey look, I have a 3-inch ruler. Instead of doing it on that side, I'm going to do it on this side because I am right-handed. Minimize the risk of cutting any limbs off of myself. Now that bit is done. This way. And now I get to do the really fun part. Run the sewing machine! Oh, just kidding. I also have to pin it first. Alright, so doing right sides together. Right sides together just means we're doing it inside out. Do a quick iron on this bit too. So not super surprising to me. The t-shirt bit is a little bit larger than the cotton bit. So I'll be lining everything up and stitching it according to the cotton bit because I feel like it is probably more likely to be square and accurate. You know, I almost feel like we don't even need to... I don't think I even need to pin it. To be famous last words. I do need to thread my machine. This project, I'm just using an off-white thread. You could spend the time and mental resources getting thread to match. You're not going to see the thread, ideally, so other off-white, gray are both perfectly acceptable. In fact, I have a gray thread in my bobbin, my bottom, and then a off-white thread on top. Alright, there we go. No good one. I had to remember how to run this machine. Oh, it's not even on. Hey, wake up. I fell asleep. Why did you fall asleep? It's working just fine. Plug it back in. There we go. Alright. Theme number 1. Had to see to the cat how many pillows died. No pillows dead yet, but look, I have a seam. 2 pieces of fabric sewn together. Yay! Isn't it pretty? Maybe a little bit bigger of a seam allowance than I really needed. That's okay. Just make sure I'm not like totally screwing myself over here. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Plenty of space. And how are the cats? Good to go for a few hours. Fully pampered. Good. As they should be. So I decided I was too cocky. We're gonna hold this all together with the wonderfully named Wonder Clips. Definitely one of my favorite invention things. Sewing gadgets that we got. That's working at the fabric store. Come in a couple sizes. Just the little clips. And then right big ol' honkin' binder type clips. And they have, I don't know if this camera will show it. I bet this camera will. They have markings on the back for figuring distance. I think they're in 1/4 inches probably because we're America. This one's in centimeters. Pretty sure this one's in centimeters. So there's not a whole lot of space for it, but definitely 1/2, 1/4, 3/4 markings on that one. And they come in colors, and they are fun. And by using them, I remove the risk of running over pins and breaking needles. Such fun. Before I do the last bit, I'm gonna square up that edge. Probably should have done that the first ones. Yeah. Do I plan ahead? No. Keep forgetting where I put my trash can. It's been moved several times over the last couple of weeks. Wonder clips. Right. Next little bit of a tip will be these corners. I'm gonna want them clipped. So. Like this looks a little big for the pillow that I have. Like, a lot big. That'll be right. Oh, we're good. Okay. So now I'm gonna iron out my edges a little bit. And then we turn it right side out. Us and them. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna finish off the top. What I think I'm gonna do is turn all the sides under. I'm gonna iron that. I'm just gonna have to hand stitch the top of it. I'll let that not have to worry about being staying, but now at least I have a good crisp line for when I do go to sew it shut. This thing. But I'm gonna do it on my time. Oh, it's only an hour and a half. Oh, it's only a quarter after 11. I may actually finish this project. Maybe on my next pillow, I could get really fancy and put a zipper enclosure in the back, and then they'll be able to take the pillowcase off and wash it. That would be super fancy. Do I know where my needles are? Let's think. This one. Good question. I wonder. So when it gave me the Twitch categories, I selected, I think crafting and something. What did I select? Makers and crafting. That's not a game, right? Like that's like a legit category. It's like I had to put something, but when I tried to type sewing, it gave me sewing games, which I didn't want. Question. Hey, Frankie Stein. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. I'm good. Fabulous. Because it didn't occur to me that I might ever want a category that wasn't a game. And then when I want a game, I'm like, or I don't want a game. Like, I don't know what I want. Alright, I have... And thank you for hanging out. Frankie, how are you doing today? Frankie Stein. I like it. That's a cute name. All the other channels with those tags are making shit. Okay, perfect. Things I'll probably want to make sure I, like, put on one of my sticky notes, virtual sticky notes. I have a tool. I have a lot of tools, but I have a specific tool. I hope it's in here. Chances of this being any good. Make it try. Yeah. I had to go find my thread magic. That's good. That feels reasonably conditioned. Cool. I may or may not keep the beeswax. it may not be so good. It's kind of flaking off all over the place. It's the other one like. That's what you get for not using your stuff for 2 years. That looks better. So, that one's dead. I'm gonna keep that one. In that case, this is older than that. It can go away too. Can I do this in a way that it's visible on camera? Probably not. Could just make this a feature of the thing and not worry about hiding the stitches too much. As long as I keep them even. Not worry about hiding the stitches at all. It's coming in. I see. You stepped away for a bit? No worries, and thank you. Yeah, I'm almost done. Now I'm realizing, man, thoughts for things for later. Lots of empty space. So maybe next time I add something to it. Or I just cut out the army part and put that on a square of some other color. I was told that I had free reign to do whatever I wanted. They just wanted the shirts. Okay. Shirts made into pillows. So, you know, yeah, I'll do that. How hard can it be? Not hard. Just have to do it. Also, I come from a background of like clothing sewing, costumes, and so forth. So like sewing in a straight line, not as much my thing. Cutting squares of things, not as much my thing. Much easier, but still not my thing. So it's not the most comfortable thing for me, which I think is one of the reasons that I just didn't do it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Fill the space with something else like a badge or a crest. I can. It will be much more difficult now that I've already put it together. So if I had thought ahead, and again, now I have more shirts. I think I've got 6 shirts, and all of them have a front and a back logo. I put it all away. So they all have Army at the top, and then like the Army logo on the back. So I can use in whatever order. I could potentially put 2 Army, or put the logo, put a seam here with the Army and the Army logo here. I could get really frilly with it, put a cut lace or ribbon or something. It could be fun to take some ribbon in like red, white, and blue and maybe stitch across. Ideas and things that I will probably implement eventually, but first I had to just start, right? So, at one point I did sit down with some graph paper and try drawing out, because I thought, oh, I could do the army logo and then like with a border of fabric, sort of like quilting, which, yeah, not hard, just needs to be planned, because you got to figure out how big everything needs to be and then add seam allowance and cut the corners correctly so you don't have weird edges, and then hope everything lines up perfect or it's not gonna look as good as it could. Yeah, it takes planning, and so yeah, I might do that on one of them. Might get real crazy creative. Especially seeing that I've been streaming for an hour and 47 minutes. 20 of that was simply setup time and general, chit-chatting and having fun. And so, an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. The rate I am going on this hand sewing, I could get that done, I'm gonna guess 20 minutes. No, that's it. I don't know how time works. I don't know. But if I can do a pillow in 2 hours, simple pillow. And this was also trying to find all of my things, because again, I didn't really take any time to find all of the things, because I wasn't actually anticipating on sewing anything today. I bet I could knock another one of these out significantly quicker next time. I do like the idea of putting in a zipper on one of them, at least one of them. I think another one I might do would be an envelope closure in the back. Because I don't love the idea that you're not going to be able to take this pillow out without ripping out a seam. Hopefully this hand-sewn seam, not one of the other ones. So, if this pillow gets spilled on, it's gonna be messy. And they could probably go through the wash. I mean, it's just polyester on the inside of the pillow, so it should be fine, but it still may not be, it's not necessarily ideal. Kettle, are you still doing the World v World stream this afternoon, or are you gonna do the evening slot? Or are you thinking about doing something else this afternoon with it? Or perhaps you're already going. My phone's over there. I can't see any notifications. Oh. What you said, Lady Needle? I was upside down. Why were you upside down? Don't be like Dave. Dave can be upside down. Why are you upside down? Unless you're waiting for belly rubs too. Do your kitties give you belly rubs? Because that would be funny. There's a vet clinic down the street from where I work, and right now their sign out front says free belly rubs, pets only. I really keep meaning to take a picture of it, so to send you, because it's cute. But then I forget. I'm trying to make your rig work. Oh. So upside down and elbows deep in wires and such. No, I asked something. I don't know who you're addressing or what you asked. Oh, yeah. No, I was just, if Title was still around, I know he was planning on doing a Beginner's World vs. World stream at some point today, so I was just checking to see when he was planning on that. Yesterday they were talking about maybe doing it this evening instead of the normal open raid. But then there was talk that maybe it wasn't going to be then. So I was just looking to see what time that was going to happen. And then it's entirely possible that it's happening right now because my phone is over there and I see I have notifications, but some of them were I've gone live, and one of them I can see is an email. Has nothing to do with anything. And so I'm going back upside down again. You'll need to screech my name if you want to be sure of my attention. Okay. I will. I mean, like a Paimon. Is that okay to use Paimon voice? I'm not gonna do it. I was about to do it. I'm not gonna do it. Of course, then I just ask you a question as you're about to go upside down. Normal voice will do. I ask you a question as you are planning to go back to work, so you can't type. I'm like a waitress like that. My normal, shrill, harpy voice will do. Got it. Well, the initial length of thread I chose made it halfway across. That's pretty good. Your word, Pi, your word. Oh, my words, yes. I'm only repeating what my friend Nathan said one time about my voice. And I believe his term was shrill. Was it shrill? No, I'm rabbit hole. Anyways. for a new length of thread. Where am I at now? 156, so it's been about 10 minutes since the last time I looked, so... Okay, so it'll take me about 40 minutes to hand stitch this total. Aw, thank you, Title. Much appreciates. That's awesome. Keep forgetting to do that. Oh, well, thank you. I am really happy that I am enjoying this as much as I am. I hope you guys are all enjoying this too, but like, honest, I feel like this is what I need to do to make sure that my projects get done. So as long as I'm entertained when I'm doing my projects will get done. So here I am, entertained. Thank you everybody for entertaining me while I do my project. Even that's a little crummy stuff. Aww. Alright. May need to look in as I'm digging the music, but I feel like it's a little high energy for stitching stuff. Like I'm epically sewing. May have to look into a little bit more chill music for this particular setting. Needs more death metal. I mean, so one of the things that brought me to the Omaha area was after the fabric store went away, and I didn't have that as a reason to keep me where I was. My bestie, my wifey, she had a sewing business that I started helping her out with. Anytime I came to Omaha, I'd bring my stuff and we'd have a sewing day, and we made costumes. And a lot of, so on the, up in the corner, the screen show is projects that I've made, and some of them are ones that she and I worked on. Let's see, right now, the Harley Quinn, that was all me. That one is my one. But there should be, is it just doing the Harley Quinn? I only put like 3 pictures, didn't I? Of the Harley? Okay, yeah, no, there's. So I'm pretty sure there's a picture of a couple in like a steampunk outfit, um, black and gold. Um, that one. Yeah, just so we would have our sewing days, and we're absolutely listening to, uh, like Nightwish, Killswitch Engage, uh, Dragon Force, yeah, Dragon Force. Uh, and then there were other days we were listening to, oh, Caravan. Do I remember what they're called? I do not. Caravan Palace. There we go. And other various kind of retro sounding steampunky stuff. Uh, but yeah, a lot of times it was epic death metal or power metal. Yeah, it was good times. One of my favorite Pandora stations is the Seatbelts. They're the jazz band from Japan who did the music, who performed the music for Cowboy Bebop. And so it's my Seatbelts radio station that has that, and then it has a lot of anime music. It's got a lot of video game music, and then it's got, yeah, Pavlov Stellar, Caravan Palace, uh, Caro Emerald, Caro Emerald. Uh, just a lot of jazzy vibes. That one tends to help keep me like focused on a lot of stuff. I like to house clean to that one. Like, I would play them. I just am super uber paranoid about any like copyright strikes. And I don't like it when when it mutes my stream for 5 minutes when it hears songs that it recognizes on the VODs. Oh no, I'm running into a ankle. Alright. Who thinks that my thread is gonna last me that little bit? It might. It might. I feel like I'm gonna run out just short. It might make it. It probably will make it. It'll be fine. Hey, I made it. That piece of thread made it just fine. I don't know what I was worried about. Give it a little bit more time. And then it disappears. Yas. Alright. Hey. So 5 years later, I have a finished army t-shirt pillow. Got some nice textured red cotton on the back and authentic army sweat stained or grease stained army pillow or t-shirt words to make a pillow. So cool. One down. I've got like 5 more pillows in the bin to be made. Some are 18 inch, some are 14 inch. I've got plenty of t-shirts. I should have plenty of cotton to put stuff on the back. Or, ooh, I could get real fancy and just use, you know, the t-shirt on both sides. That would be a pain. I'm not doing it. But yeah, yay, success. And that hand stitching that I was doing, and it's obvious, it shows, but it's not like, I don't know, terrible, I don't think. Not obstructive. should text Josh, my brother. Let him know. Hey, look at this. I've got one done. Cool. Okay, well that is, I think, where I'm going to leave off on this one today, because, yay, it was a success, and also, I want to go do some other stuff with my day. So, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me, and giving me input on volumes and cameras and everything. I greatly appreciate it. If you ever think of anything else that probably needs to help, that would help or make a good, I don't know what I'm trying to say, words are hard and I don't have a brain. What am I saying? But yeah, any input, I'm yours. And I won't do this next week. I'm gonna be out of town for a wedding. But the following week I will be back, and then I won't be back the week after that. But then after that I should be fine for a fairly consistent weekly schedule on this. So, I will catch everybody later. It's nice and chill? Cool, yeah. Like, again, I feel I will find more chill music than epic fight music. At some point. Baby steps. I'll see everybody later. Thank you!